All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting started. Who here is excited to have a live concert? Honestly, a few months ago, I thought we were going to have to go this entire year without a live concert. So I am just over the moon with excitement that we get to be out here, that people are feeling safer, cases seem to be heading in the right direction, and we all feel good about being able to get together. It's just amazing. This has been a really, really challenging year for me, of course, and for all of us, and for the students. I can't believe what they've gone through, and I just have been so impressed with their resilience and their hard work and their effort and their positive spirits. I've just been so amazed that you'd think kids would just get down and in the dumps so much, but they keep their heads up, they keep on pushing through. And I've just seen so much improvement from so many kids, and it's just been wonderful to see. And I can't say enough how proud I am of your kids. So if you are a parent of any of these wonderful children, please give yourself a pat on the back, because you are doing a phenomenal job raising phenomenal kids. So this is an awards concert, and I'm going to go ahead and do things a little differently this year since there's just so much space. I don't want to spend half the concert of me just walking around. We're actually going to do all the awards right now. So we're going to have a quick awards ceremony, and then we're going to have a nice concert where you guys can just sit back and enjoy the music. So after we do the awards, we're just going to go beginning band, and then middle school band, and then jazz band, and then upper school band. That's going to be the order of the performances. I hope that you'll all stay throughout the entire performances. Most of the bands are just doing 2 songs. The beginning band's doing 1. So I hope you guys know it won't be a too terribly long evening for you, and I hope you'll stay and enjoy all the music from all the bands. All right, so with that, we will get to our awards. We'll start with the middle school band, with both the the middle school awards. We'll start with the beginning band, 6th grade, and then we have a 7th grade middle school band award and an 8th grade middle school band award. All of these awards are just picked by me. When we get to the upper school, they select their own award winners. But for these middle schoolers, I go ahead and take that on. So for the middle school band, for the middle schoolers, this is just me based on what I hear throughout the year, and it's kind of overall performance throughout the year. All right, so those of you that maybe have come on strong at the end, maybe you came on strong enough to make it onto this list. Maybe not. If not, keep on working, and I bet you'll be on there next year. But for all of you guys that make it as a finalist on the award, I want you to know how proud I am of you, of your hard work, and how you are standing out above the group with your effort and hard work. So bravo to all of you that get to stand up at this moment. So we have 4 finalists for each award. The finalists for the Beginning Band Award are Harrison Cardwell, Michael Homsey, Inara Rupe, and Emma Zhang. Very, very proud of all 4 of these. They're all going to be fantastic musicians in the years to come, but there can only be one Beginning Band Award winner. And this year, the Beginning Band Award goes to Michael Homsey. Next, we get into the 7th grade band award. The 7th grade finalists are Addie Drosty, Ben Flaxman, Sarah Hutchison, and Maddox Pierce. And the winner of the 7th grade band award is Sarah Hutchison. I'm sorry, you guys probably can't understand me well with that mask on. I should take it off while I'm speaking. 8th grade band award, Will Krasnowski, Donna Homsey, Ryan Uwadot, and Baran Vara. This is a stout clarinet class, if you can't tell. They're very good. And the winner of the 8th grade band award is Donna Homsey. All right, so once we get into upper school, the students choose their own award winners. And this gets really, really special because I do feel like the students, their ears have developed more, and they know as much about how well each other play as I do. And so I like to put it to a vote and let them vote on who they think deserve the awards. And we put it out there. There's actually 2 awards for each ensemble in the upper school band. There is 1 award for the best bandsman, which means the best person who best exemplifies what it means to be a good band member in our band, and then a top musician. Okay, so 2 separate awards. So the best bandsman, also these awards are named for famous musicians, and we have plaques in the band room of all the award winners over the years. So the students who win these awards, they'll be enshrined on our hall and on the hall door of the band room for the rest of forever. So it's a big deal. All right. The first award, the Bandsmanship Award for the upper school band, is called the Philip S. Gilmore Award. Patrick S. Gilmore Award, excuse me. Very important names. I should get them right. Patrick S. Gilmore Award, and this year's finalists for the Gilmore Award are Alex Anka, Cooper Bradley, Abby Henry, and Annika Menzik. And this year's Patrick S. Gilmore Award winner is Abby Henry. The top bandsman award for the jazz band is the Woody Herman Jazz Award. The finalists for this year's Woody Herman Award are Justin Halpin, Ethan Isgrig, Rocky Lowenthal, and Daniel McGrath. And this year's Woody Herman Jazz Award winner is Justin Halpin. Not only is he a phenomenal trumpet player and French horn player, he's also got a beautiful voice. If you stick around for our jazz band preview of their virtual performance, you'll get to hear Justin sing. Really, really good. And then for the Quincy Jones Musicianship Award, this is the top overall musician in the jazz band. Finalists are Annika Menzik, Daniel McGrath, Jesse Neiswanger, and Sid Yu. All tremendous musicians, some stout competition here. The winner was Daniel McGrath. Having some trouble. All right, and last but certainly not least, the John Philip Sousa Band Award. A lot of people around, if you know people in bands all over have the John Philip Sousa Award, so everybody knows what this award means and what it stands for. Top overall musician in the band, this year's finalists are Jonathan Ford, Annika Menzik, Daniel McGrath, and Jesse Neiswanger. And the winner of the 2021 John Philip Sousa Award is Daniel McGrath. It's ironic that the least, probably the most prestigious award comes with the dinkiest trophy, but it is solid. It's a much sturdier construction than the other trophies, but it's a big deal, so well done. How about another big round of applause for all of our award winners? I really like those awards to push students to go above and beyond and recognize those students who have gone above and beyond and especially, as I mentioned, the upper school where it's your peers have seen you go above and beyond. So again, bravo to all of you who won those awards and those of you who were finalists for those awards. Keep up the great work. All right, so here we are. It's time for the music. Again, I expect this evening to go pretty quickly. I hope you guys all enjoy the music. It's beautiful weather. Couldn't have better conditions for a concert, so I hope you all enjoy. We'll start with our beginning band. All right, I do want to remind you, between songs, if you'd like to run up and grab a drink from concessions. Be just a moment while we transfer some equipment over to the jazz band. While we're getting switched over, I would like to take a moment to thank our band boosters and all that they do. Um, they just, they're a remarkable group of people. We haven't been able to do our normal fundraisers this year that we usually do, but all of our booster members, except for those whose students are graduating, of course, are staying on for another year, which is really great being able to retain. If you're interested in being on the band boosters, please let me know or let our president, Leah Ford, know. We are always glad to get more volunteers. We'd love to have you. And if you'd like to support the band by making a donation to the band boosters, we always appreciate that as well. So thank you all of you for your support, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the program. We ready, jazz band? And since they weren't mentioned on the program, I would like to take a quick moment to mention our soloists. We had solos from Mark Hensley on Barry sax, Anna Kaminsik on trumpet, Daniel McGrath on trumpet, Justin Halpin on trumpet, Alex Hank on trombone, and Ethan Isberg on the bass. This next one is a really quick one, and it's going to have solos by, help me out, band, Jesse Niswanger on trombone, Abby Henry on trumpet. I think that's it. Those two. Yep. And even though he wasn't credited with the solo, how about Sid? He had some nice little solos. Thank you, Jazz Band. One more hand for the Jazz Band. stuff over to upper school band. And we'll close out the performance with upper school band. Now it's the hardest part of the night for me. Seniors, come on up. I started this tradition a little while back when I had 2 seniors. I could just go on forever about 2 seniors, and you guys wouldn't be sitting there all night. So I kind of have to abbreviate my comments a little bit as the classes get bigger. It's always fun to watch them figure out the alphabetical order at this moment. You know, they're seniors, so you can tell them a week in advance. You guys are going to line up in alphabetical order. And of course, this is how it happens. Well, hey, they got it. All right. We'll see. I've had senior classes mess it up before, so we'll see. All right, so I'm just going to say a little bit about each senior. But first, I'd like to talk about the class as a whole. This class, from the time they were in 8th grade, I was talking about them. The band was still forming, still kind of coming along. And I was like, you guys wait till these 8th graders get into the upper school band. They are really going to raise the level of the band up a notch. And boy, did they do that. And by the time they were in 10th grade, it was really cool to see the effect that was having on the kids underneath them. So if you look at this year's juniors and this year's sophomores, who, no offense to them by any means, they were not stellar beginning band classes. Like, this was a really good beginning class. But those classes really upped their game over the subsequent years. And I think a lot of it had to do with these guys. And they were such good players, such good musicians, and they loved bands so much, and it was contagious. And they just had this tremendous effect on our band program. And it's a massive class, as you can see. So just by sheer numbers, we're going to miss them greatly. But more than that, we're going to miss their personality, and we're going to miss their talent and their love and enthusiasm for music. So can I get a big round of applause for this amazing group of singers? So I'll start with Cooper, who is just the most likable person you'll ever meet. I've never met anybody that could meet Cooper and not love him. He's got an amazing personality. He's so much fun. And from the time he was in, I think, 7th grade, he would be the last person to leave after every concert. He would help put every single chair and stand away every single time. He was the most reliable person. He's an outstanding percussionist as well, but he doesn't even really pride himself on his musicianship so much. He never got into the competitions and things like that. But he's very, very with it and somebody that you can count on for things. And it's just a tremendous asset to have back there in the percussion section. He's been a section leader forever, and we're certainly going to miss him. So thank you, Cooper, for all you've done. Next, we have Whit, who cracks me up. Just absolutely a wonderful sense of humor. He has these interjections at the most random time, but he has this, a lot of times students do that and it becomes disruptive because they think, hey, I got to laugh, so now I'm going to interject these comments all the time and be funny all the time and ruin class. But he doesn't do that. He knows the time, and I love it. Love his sense of humor. He's amazing. He's been playing trombone forever, a really, really good trombone player. He's got this big, meaty sound, so we put him down on the bass trombone parts in jazz band. Just fills it up. I just love it. And we are going to miss Whit, as he also, I didn't mention Cooper, is going to Colorado State to study biology with an interest in pre-med. Whit is also going to Colorado State to join him. So thank you, Whit. Everybody give Whit. Next, we have Abby. Oh, Abby. I love Abby. Abby, and you see her so proudly showing, I am Abby. I am the drum major. I am leader of the band, and it's wonderful to see because she takes that pride. And if you knew Abby back when she was in 6th grade, she was the most shy, timid. She would be like the last person in the world that would ever want me to stand in front of the group and let me say something about her. But now she just loves it, and she is just wonderful. She was a tremendous drum major. All right, she was a drum major for 1 year and just stepped in and took control. She wasn't afraid to call out her peers. Whatever they were doing wrong, she would call them out on it. And she was right. She was always right. She's very, very with it. She knows what she's doing, and she's a fantastic leader, which is why she is going to do amazing things. Going to Millsaps College to study social work and psychology. And we are going to miss Abby and her drum majorness and her trumpetness and her wonderfulness all around. Thank you, Abby. And next up, we have Mark. Mark cracks me up. Another one, just like Whit. Maybe not as less often as Whit. Mark likes to have a good time. And I like that too. You know, it's one of those things that band is not all serious and just like cutthroat all the time. And if you ever need somebody around to remind people that band is a good time and band is fun, Mark's your guy. And he is wonderful. Along with this other crew of Colorado people, Mark is headed over to Colorado State to study biomedical and mechanical engineering. I'm going to come back to Daniel. I'm going to come back to Jesse. Fuda! Fuda! Oh my goodness. You know, Fuda, when he did his bio, the lessons, I asked the kids to tell me something they like or they're going to miss about band, and you can see that if you read the bios in the program. And at first when I read his, I loved hearing the band play for me when I was on the football field. There's like a defensive side of me that's like, that's what you love about band? Like what? What about the camaraderie, the musician? But then it's like, as I thought about it and realized, you know, I can't tell you how many times I played in an ensemble and thought, God, how I would just love to stand in front of the group and hear what the audience hears. Because as musicians, we never get to hear that. And I just always wanted to do that. And I realized if I played football in high school, I probably would have felt the same way. Because to be able to hear your friends who you've heard grow and become a better and better band over the year, and they're playing there at the games with you on the field, it's just, I'm sure, an incredible feeling. So after thinking about it that way, I decided it was an acceptable answer. So well done, Fuda. Fuda is a tenacious young man. He is extremely disciplined and sharp and very, very smart. He's going to be extremely successful at whatever he does. And he's going to Carleton College to play football, and he's majoring in biology. Wes threw me a curveball this year. You know, Wes spent 6 years in our band program playing trombone. I had this crew of trombone players, Jalen, Wes, Jesse, Whit. We had this amazing class of trombones. And then all of a sudden, the very last minute, hey, Miss Martins, I'm going to play guitar in jazz band. Like, okay. We needed a guitar player anyway, so go for it, Wes. But I love it. And I love those students that do multiple instruments because it shows how much they love music. You know, they're going to practice their instrument, but they're also going to find time to practice another instrument just because they love music so much. And I think that's really, really great and really, really special. And Wes is another one like Cooper that was always back here at the last, till the last music stand was put away. Every year you could always count on Wes till the very end. He'll lend a hand. He'll lend a truck, you know, whatever you may need. He is a wonderful person, and we're going to miss him tremendously. As Wes heads to Montana, I don't know why. It's freezing up there. You do know that, right? It's so cold. But he's going to Montana State University, and we're going to miss him. Studying psychology. And then we have Jalen, another football player who I'm sure loves hearing the band cheering his name every time he makes a catch. A wonderful football player and a really, really wonderful trombone player. Jalen started on the oboe for 2 years. Isn't that crazy? Started on oboe. You don't see oboe to trombone switch all that often. But after Jalen switched to trombone, I started thinking, I need to have all of my trombone players start on the oboe. Because the oboe is so hard to tune, and trombone players are notorious for not being able to get the pitch just right. You can't get that slide just in the right location. But Jalen always had this tremendous ear for pitch, and I always credited it to his oboe playing. So it may have just been that he's got a great ear. He's a great musician. But I always wanted to give credit to his oboe playing. But another tremendous young man, just a dynamite human being, and a wonderful football player and wonderful musician. We'll miss you as you head to Oklahoma Baptist to play football. And I don't remember your major, human performance and sports recreation. So I guess I got to come back to these two yahoos in the middle. Jesse. Abby, one more time. Jesse going to Berklee College of Music. How cool is that? Studying composition. Very, very cool. I saved these two for last as no affront to any of the other seniors or anything, but these two seniors, Jesse and Daniel, they just eat, sleep, and breathe music nonstop. And they are wonderfully talented, wonderfully hardworking, tenacious human beings that are going to be so successful in music or IT. I know we got a double major here. But Jesse in particular, I think, is a really, really good example to any of you beginners out there who are thinking, oh, I wasn't even a finalist to the beginning band award or something like that. I don't think Jesse ever got first chair in a chair test, did you? Jesse, maybe once. Jesse was not like this natural trombone player, but he loves music, and he practiced a lot, and he became outstanding. All right, and he is really, really good. And then he discovered his love for music in general, and it really came out in his piano playing, and he ended up helping us in so many ways. He played tuba for us. He wrote music for us. He played, what else did you play? There was something else. He played in the drum line on the bass drums. He did everything. Anything we could use Jesse for, he was happy to step up and do it. And I love this young man, and he is going to be a wonderful composer. I don't know anything about composition, to be honest with you, but I really, really enjoy hearing his music, so I have no doubt that he's going to be successful. So thank you, Jesse, for all you've given our band program, and we wish you the best. And speaking of Daniel McGrath, who, by the way, we have had somebody that's won the John Philip Sousa Award 2 years in a row, but never have we had anybody that's won the John Philip Sousa Award and the Quincy Jones Award 2 years in a row. So Daniel McGrath has these 4 slots that are going to be on those wall plaques. This will be like known for years, I think, on the wall as the era of Daniel McGrath dominance in the awards category. But he has earned it. If you didn't catch on his bio, first band, first chair at Jazz All-State. That is the top all-state jazz musician in the state, jazz trumpet player. And obviously this buddy of mine who was a judge in the all-state trumpet room doesn't know the name. He just knew it as a number like 168701 or something. But when he saw that the first band, first chair trumpet player was a Pulaski Academy student, he actually called me up and was like, so that trumpet player of yours. He told me it was a unanimous #1 selection among the judges. They all thought he was the top player. Just a tremendous jazz musician. Again, a testament to what hard work will get you. And Daniel's a talented guy. He was always talented even from the beginning. But when you combine that talent with just incredible work ethic and a guy that has put in hours and hours of extra time to help us create our virtual concerts and things like that. I can't thank him enough, and I can't say enough nice things about him, and we are going to miss him. And I know everybody's heard of Berklee College of Music, and you know that to be this tremendous. I almost feel bad for Daniel in a way that he's going to Northwestern, and it's like a lot of you might say, oh, that's a really good school, right? The music program at Northwestern is unreal. It is top notch, and he is going to get a tremendous education. And for him to get into that jazz program is really, really something special. So congratulations, Daniel. You're going to do great things. What are they doing? I didn't plan this.
Don't even worry about it. Look over there, Mr. Martin.
What's over there? Oh, what's over there? Oh, it's a flag. Oh, you guys shouldn't have. What is this? Oh my gosh.
That's cool. Hey, this is a pretty nice podium. How much did this cost?
Yeah, that's kind of fancy though.
What are you guys doing?
Hey, I can't do it no more. We got you some.
Oh. Oh my goodness.
Get the picture in there once we get it.
Oh. Oh my goodness.
Now we need the picture.
We need the picture. Oh. We have to get a picture. Okay. They've been trying to get me to do that forever.
Yes!
For a while, I was sure they were trying to get me to do something inappropriate, but thank you guys so much, and thank you all for everything. Appreciate it, guys. All right. I appreciate those of you that don't have a connection to those seniors bearing with us through that, but that's just always something special for me and for our seniors that I always like that we get to do. So thank you, and we'll finish out the concert. Thank you all so much again for coming out tonight. I appreciate you coming out on this perfect evening to enjoy some live music. Thank you so much. Bravo to all of our wonderful musicians out here in the stands. All of you did a fantastic job. Now, for those of you that would like to stick around, we do have 2 videos from our virtual jazz concert. So if you want to hear more of the jazz band and you're not in a rush, stick around. We're going to play them on the big screen here. You guys can listen to some more music. If you need to go, by all means, band students, your obligation is over and you're welcome to leave. But thank you all so much for coming out. Have a great night, and we'll play the videos.
When the shark bites with his teeth, dear, scarlet billows start to spread. Fancy gloves, though, wears Macheath, dear, so there's not a trace of red on the sidewalk. Sunday morning lies a body oozing life. Someone sneaking around the corner. Is that someone Mac the Knife? By the river, the cement bags dropping down. The cement's just for the weight, dear. I bet you Mackie's back in town. Louis Miller disappeared, dear, after drawing out his cash. Now Macheath spends like a sailor. Did our boy do something rash? Suki Tawdry, Jenny Diver, Harley Peachum, oh Lucy Brown. Oh, the line forms on the right, dear, now that Mackie's back in town. Look out, old Mackie is back. Ugh.
How about Daniel McGrath, folks? Woo! And for any band students that were in band last year, I know beginners won't know him, but any band students that didn't realize Mr. Boyd came back to hear you guys play today. He's down here on this field. For those of you that don't know, Mr. Boyd was our intern last spring, so he got to do his student teaching here at Pulaski Academy and then watch it all go to downhill when COVID hit and everything went virtual, and a rough semester to do an internship, and definitely a tough year to do your first year of teaching. He's teaching down in Hope now. I'm sure he's doing wonderful things despite all the challenges of COVID-19. We missed you, Mr. Boyd. Thank you all again so much for coming out. Thank you to all of you that have been here helping. Feel free to keep helping out if you want, but thank you. Have a great night. I'm done talking for the whole night. I know it's hard to believe. Mr. Martins does stop talking at some point.
All right. I do not stop talking. How are y'all doing? Y'all are going to